Good evening, everybody. I decided to come live much later than I normally do, only because I wanted to do a moonset video. I love how the moon sets right here. Not too late. It's about a quarter to 10. Is it 9:45? Yeah, I think it's 9:45. 9:45 p.m. in the evening on Monday, September 29th. Is it the 29th? Oh my goodness. Here in Arizona. And yeah, that is the moon. I guess we're at a half moon now. It was a new moon not too long ago. But now I guess we're at about half. Is it about half? I'm not sure when the full moon is. I'll have to see, but it's relatively new. I don't think it's quite half, so I don't think we're quite halfway to the full moon, but looks like it. But the camera is picking it up as mostly full. I'm going to zoom in and just see if does that make it worse? It just really shows. Well, this is the southern sky, the western sky, and the northern sky up here. Seeing if I move it around a little bit. I can't really tell it's half. It looks full here, but I really love the moon. I'm a Cancerian, so the moon is my thing. And it's just a beautiful night here. I think we're at about, if I had to guess, I would guess we're at about 80 degrees, 79, 81, something like that, degrees Fahrenheit. And there's like no wind. It's just a really nice, calm, not very hot. To me, it's perfect. I love 80 degrees. That's like the perfect temperature for me, inside or out. So it's very nice out here. Very calm, pleasant Monday night with a half moon setting there in the distance. So I'm going to see how long I have the patience to wait for it to set, but it's really cool because it kind of sets behind that tree, and just because of the perspective, it makes it look really, really bright behind the tree. So I want to kind of see if I have the patience to wait for it to. It does it pretty quickly. 10 minutes ago, the moon wasn't even visible. So it'll happen relatively quickly, but I haven't timed it, so I'm not exactly how fast it's gonna go. But we shall see. I'm gonna sip my brandy here and watch it watch it go down. And yesterday we had an object that just appeared on the horizon while I was doing my sunset live, and I didn't know what it was. I knew it had to be some sort of launch or something coming into the atmosphere. And I found out it was the SpaceX launch that launched out of San Diego. And I guess they didn't anticipate that it would be visible all the way over here in Arizona, but it certainly was. And um, it's just streaked across our sky and left an amazing trail. And it was really cool because it didn't appear to go very high up into the sky. It just kind of streaked across the horizon, and then over here to the southwest it leveled off, and then you could see it kind of um, just right above the horizon going horizontal. So it was really cool. It probably reached its altitude. They said it was going to be low Earth orbit, so it didn't appear to be very high. So very cool. So if you want to check that out, we pretty much saw it from beginning to end. So my previous live had that in there if you guys want to check that out and watch it as it appeared and then streaked across the sky. It was quite phenomenal. Very surprising to have caught that right there. And also, if you haven't already heard, I love plugging my app. I have a free app that you can use to do inner work. It's actually quite phenomenal. It combines astrology and Kabbalah and psychology and all these things. There's a connections part in there. I don't want to call it a dating app. It's not really a dating app. It's an inner work app, and the point of the soul connections page in there is to align based on your frequency and mutual archetypes and things like that, and it kind of um, will show you who you align with on different metrics and stuff. I'm not so I want to see how it works. I don't have enough people in there to see how it's gonna work. But the way I have it programmed is the AI is going to do a lot of that, but I just need more users in there. The app is totally free. I'd also like to know if it works like I want it to work. Does it really help you to do the things that I'm claiming? So um, click the link in the description. I don't think it's on this particular live that we're doing. I'll put it in there when I'm done. But check out um, maybe that SpaceX launch one. It should be in there. Click it and interact with it. And leave me some feedback. Let me know how you're enjoying it. Does it function the way it seems to should function? Um, is there anything that you would add or take away, or functionality that you would suggest? And there's a body component. So I'm trying to combine mind, body, soul, spirit. So I'm a Feldenkrais practitioner. I do a somatic movement therapy that aligns with the astrology and Kabbalistic stuff. So I have one audio in there right now. It's for a Cancerian for myself. So I did one audio, and it's an awareness through movement exercise where I guide you through movements to help um, integrate your mind and body and soul. Give that a try. And because I have so few users in there, if when you're leaving feedback, let me know. If you're a Scorpio or something like that, um, I'm building up that um, bodywork library. So if you want to suggest just something specific for yourself, then that may be the next thing that I put in there. So hop in there and check it out and see if it if it can provide you with, be a resource for you to do inner work or whatever it is they're trying to do. All right, I've got some people in the chat. Let me see. Let's see. Monu? Hi, you like my voice? Thank you. Check out my app. I've got an audio in there with my voice guiding you through an exercise if you want to hear more of it in that way. Ezekiel Ortega, hi. Welcome to my Moonset. Sumik, welcome. Watching from New Zealand, very cool. What time is it in New Zealand? Are you guys really 24 hours ahead? Is it Tuesday night for you? What time is it in New Zealand? I'd love to know. And where is your moon? That would mean, let's see. Let me think about this. I don't know. I'd like to know. What time is it where you're at? That's one. Is it nighttime and can you see the moon? And what part of the sky is the moon in for you? I would imagine that it's coming out of your eastern sky. Is that correct? Is it going to rise in the east for you? Oh, I guess it's not visible yet. So you must be at sunset, maybe. Is it Tuesday sunset for you, maybe? I don't know. Hi, Noah. Welcome to my Moonset. Yes, you can ask a weird question. Sure, ask away. Ask whatever questions you want. I may not answer, but you can certainly ask. And Venus was somewhere on the horizon. I wonder, see, it was really, really bright. Let me see if it's still visible. That was really, really bright last week, but I don't know if it's... Oh, I think that's it actually. Actually, I don't even know if that's Venus. That seems like it might be too high. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Nope. Trying to zoom back out. Is that zoomed out? Yeah. That's about it. That's really all I have to share. Check out my app. Like and subscribe if you enjoy sunsets and moonsets and random monologues. Michael Jordan Jackson Tyson. Where am I? I am in Arizona. This is, I'm in southern Arizona, near the Mexico US international border, uh, in the southwestern United States. Nogales? No, not quite there. That's right on the border. Not quite right on the border. But Nogales is cool. It's a nice border town. I'm not too familiar with it, the Mexico side. Um, for various reasons. But the US side is really interesting. There's some interesting things there that you wouldn't anticipate. So it's a cool little town there. Where are you, Michael Jordan Jackson Tyson? Oh, yeah, I guess this would be a better way to look at these stars here. I guess somebody was telling me there's an app that I guess is I don't have an iPhone, unfortunately. I don't know. I don't have an iPhone, but apparently it's an iPhone app. Maybe there's an Android version where you can just point to the sky and it'll tell you what what the stars are and everything. I had an app that was really cool that would it sounds like it's similar, but you point it up and it tells you what all the aircraft and stuff are in the sky. That was really cool. We're near the Air Force Base, so it was cool. You could see things. You just point it at whatever you think is in the sky, and it'll tell you, oh, this is a military flight or a commercial flight or a private flight or whatever, or a drone. And it did it globally, so you could see the air traffic in, I think at the time there was some stuff going on in Saudi or somewhere, or Syria, and we were able to like zoom out and see like the drones and things flying over Syria. It was really cool. I don't even know why that was available because it seemed to disclose quite a bit. But I know about that app, but I didn't know that there was an app that you could point into the sky and it would tell you all the stars and everything. That's another cool one that I will look out for and maybe play with a little bit. But I'm developing another app, which I should start. I started it, but I want to get in there and do a little bit more. But it's going to be um, like an astrocartography app that um, if you're like a grid worker, like somebody who is keen on understanding like the global ley lines and the earth energy lines and all that kind of thing. Um, I'm really into the individual frequencies of people and how we interact with the earth and stuff, and how our frequency interacts with each other, and then the how we interact with the earth and all this stuff. So I want to see if I can create another app that in some ways would help one to do those types of things. I'm not sure how it's going to come out, but I know there's some software, just like there's astrological software that helps you to, run natal charts and stuff, which is what I had to connect with the app that I created. There's some um, geographical stuff that I want to do with this next app so that I want to start going to taking some trips to some of these locations around the world and um, do some energy work in those areas. So that'll be the next app. But for now, I'm trying to build up this first app because I really want to see what the AI can do in terms of, first of all, helping people walk through their inner work, and then how it's going to match people up based on that. So I really want to see what it can do along those lines. I think that's going to be really interesting. You're in Atlanta, Georgia. What in the world? All right, well, very cool. How's Atlanta? And how was your sunset? Was it awesome? What time is it there? Are you on Eastern time? You must be on Eastern time. So what are we, 10, 11, 12, 1? What is it, 1 o'clock? Are you 1 o'clock on a Monday? You should be in bed, sir. I don't know. I don't know what you do. Maybe you work at night or something. Do you work in a hospital? Are you saving people's lives through the night? Oh, you're a country boy. Okay. I do too. I want to hear Noah's weird question. Now he's got us all hanging with that. Oh, hey, X-War. I just noticed you're in there. X-War, you're up like at all hours of the day and night. It's 12:52 and you are in bed. Good for you. What time do you have to wake up in the morning? Oh, hi, Gustavo Silva. Oh, okay. In Brazil. Very cool. Very cool. I don't know how to say hello in Brazilian Portuguese. Um, I don't know. That's my bad. I'm sorry, Gustavo. But welcome to my Moonset live. Ah, you're in trucking. Okay. Do you just handle logistics then, or do you drive truck too, or do you just handle the logistics? No beauty sleep for you, X4. Okay. Templar 333. I'm gonna have to look your angel number up. Super Brother Z. 6:12 p.m. time in Bangladesh. Oh, okay. So you are having your sunset. That's exciting. So it's Tuesday night? Oh my goodness. It's Tuesday night and you're in your sunset. I hope you're having a beautiful sunset. Okay. Well, good. So you've just got a light day of dispatch tomorrow. Very cool. What do you guys ship? Just all kinds of stuff? And how many trucks do you run? Oh, thank you. Thanks for your congratulations on my app work. Yeah, that was a lot of frustrating work. As wonderful as AI is, which is what I use to build my app, um, it can be really frustrating because what I have learned at this point is that, especially when you're really working with it, like on the platform that I was working on anyway, AI, like it goes crazy. It can develop like neuroses. Like I had to like talk it out of things. I had to talk it down. It's what happens is, like, when you're asking it to do things, it it goes about doing it and it performs its own logic on it, and sometimes it can get convoluted in its logical path or whatever. So you have to like watch it and monitor it and see, like, okay, I see where it's trying to go and I can see that this path isn't making a lot of sense. So I had to like really monitor how it was going about its logic, and then I had to like redirect it a lot to get it to do the things that I wanted it to do. And that was an interesting process, and it also helped me to see how AI really does mimic the human mind in a lot of ways, in terms of how the thinking process can lead to like anxiety. like it, like I literally watched the thing go crazy a couple of times, and I had to like walk it out of what it was doing and redirect it to try to get it to do what I wanted it to do. So it was challenging to work with it. Hey Falcon, I like your icons. What do you have in here? Uh, all kinds of stuff here. All kinds of little nuggets. Oh, or you have your little kitty. You know what? I saw my stray kitties earlier today. I was tempted to go live during the earlier sunset when I should have gone live because my kitties came out, and it's kind of funny because I injured my foot the other day, and so I've been like limping around, and I saw one of my kitties limping, and I just thought that was such a funny synchronicity. um, and it's funny because like cats, especially, um, cats or animals or whatever that are around people, they mimic people and they take on people's energy and things like that. So I don't know. I was wondering about it. It's like, huh? Why is it living? Did it take on? Did I send bad karma to it? And I don't know. In some ways, I felt responsible. Okay, you're running 3 trucks. You guys haul all kinds of stuff. Very cool. I'm glad that is working out for you. You sound like you've got some things figured out. That's a good thing. Your kitten has Wi Fi? Gustavo, do you mean like your cat? Your cat has Wi Fi? You and your cat have. I don't know. I don't know if you're translating this. I don't know if that's the correct translation or I don't exactly know what you're saying. I'm assuming you have Wi Fi and you and your cat are like cuddling somewhere and you are looking at a screen with your cat. I don't know. Okay, Falcon. Falcon, where are you at? Are you in the United States? Do people complain about cats hurting the environment? I mean, I guess stray cats, perhaps. I don't know what they would do. What do they do to the environment? They control pests. I mean, I guess their population can kind of get out of control if there aren't enough predators around. But depending on where you live, yeah. I mean, I guess they can become a nuisance of some kind, but you need some sort of predator to balance it out. That, I don't know. That might cause problems. Okay, our moon is starting to set behind the tree there. And it's kind of looking a little bit cool there behind that tree. You can't really tell. The camera doesn't really. But let's see. Let's see what it does there. It's starting to set. Hmm. Oh, that's cool. Huh. Okay. I'm playing around with these controls on here. A wolf person? Well, release like wolves. I guess that wouldn't be feasible. But like, we have coyotes here, and anywhere where there is like, I mean, we're in the Southwest, so we just have coyotes, and we're kind of in this preserve with a lot of natural land around us. So, you know, they live around us, and I'm not quite sure how they are dangerous. They could probably mess a person up. Um, but they don't typically bother anybody. I've seen them um, if I go walk into the park because the park is right on the edge of their habitat. And sometimes they'll, like in the middle of the day when it was super hot and the sprinklers were running, I had a couple of encounters with them then. They didn't do anything because, I was right next to the neighborhood. I guess they could have ran up on me. But anyway, I think because we have these coyotes right here, that probably controls our population to some degree of cats and dogs. I've seen Sometimes dogs get loose and run over to the park or into this adjacent area. And if it's a smaller dog, I'm not sure how well they fare. Because, if they don't go home right away, then they're probably going to get snatched by a coyote, and the same with the cats. So, I don't know. Depending on where you live, there you may be able to introduce a another predator in there. Just, let nature work with you. Okay, Michael Jordan Jackson Tyson, you are asking about my weather. Um, yeah, the weather it has been really, really nice lately. It's been like we've been in the 90s, but unlike in Atlanta, like Atlanta is really humid. Anywhere in the south there it's like way different. Like 80 degrees for you guys is like way different than 80 degrees for us because of the humidity. So 90 degrees for us, especially if it's been 115 or whatever, when it gets to be in the 90s, it's beautiful. So right now it's probably like 80 degrees right now, but it's very, very pleasant. It's not like a sweaty hot 80 degrees. It's a very like um very neutral because our humidity is near zero. So, but we've had a lot of rain. We had a storm come up, and we had some clouds and things and some really pretty skies lately, but apparently it's going to heat up again before we turn straight into fall. So this is our fall where we get these like 90, 80 degrees and a few showers here and there, but really pretty. I like this time of year. Um, you don't need a jacket, you don't need anything. You can just it's that time of year where you just need nothing. You can just be. You don't need to really protect yourself from the sun or the cold. It's just a really nice, easy, carefree time of year right now, and really pretty. Yeah, nature knows what she's doing. Um, I don't know why we don't use nature's principles to solve our problems more. We like trying to reinvent the wheel for some reason to our detriment, I guess. But the nature has all these systems. We can just use what she has for us to help us control these things. You meant dogs instead of wolves? Is that what you mean? Like you don't mean wolves? You mean dogs? I mean it's the same thing. Sort of. Uh yeah. Yeah, the coyotes are gonna if you're a small dog, if you're a larger dog, you're probably gonna pack up with them. Um my son rescued a Belgian Malinois, and he would take her for walks out in our little preserve, and she would go and play with the coyote. She would like run around, and we would or he said he saw her running because she was about the same size and had the same like disposition. So if you have a, that type of dog, like a German Shepherd, Malinois or something, they're gonna be fine. A Labrador or something like that. Um, but the smaller dogs, no, they're gonna get, they're gonna get, they're gonna get predated. You love both dogs and kitties. I it's hard to, I've been um, watching these. It's hard not to click on the kitty and doggy shorts. They're just so cute. And yeah, I do love the interspecies relationships. I love it when there are the videos with the where the cats and the dogs are best friends and stuff. It's just so adorable. I love the I have no idea where this came from or who thought of this or whatever, but I love that it's documented how some pet owners have those floor buttons where the cats or dogs or whatever animal they have pushes the buttons and talks. That blows my mind because they clearly know how to use it. Like animals are just so we don't give them enough credit. I actually think that they're as intelligent as humans are. It's just that they're it's not that they're not as intelligent, it's just that they don't think the same way, that they think a different way. And a lot of times as humans or, science if you're science minded or whatever, or you think you come from a certain perspective, there's this tendency to discount things that are different. That sounds corny, but it's really true. Like animals. So I've been watching that the French guy, the French singer, and he goes and sings to animals or whatever with his guitar. And he's got all these. I like the shorts. The short he goes and he sings to zoo animals and horses and cows and whatever. And there was one where he was singing to some horses, and the horses came up to him and they were like rubbing him. They were rubbing his guitar and rubbing his back and things like that. And somebody in the chat, it seemed like they were familiar with animals, but they were saying that the animals were petting him. And I thought that was interesting, that shift in perspective, because that seemed to be accurate, that the animals, yes, they were drawn to his singing and his music and stuff, but I think that they were seeing him like how we would, you see a cute animal and you're like, oh, how cute, and oh, so sweet, and you want to pet the animal and everything. I think that the animals were seeing him that way, like, oh, how cute, because he's going into their environment, their home there. That's home to them, and they see this creature doing what it does, and they're endeared by him like we would be endeared to a cute animal or whatever. So I think that the way that it's just like a perspective shift. I think that animals are perfectly intelligent as we are. It's just that they're not coming from the same place. They have a completely different perspective, and so. But anyway, the moon is almost set. I can't believe how quickly that. Oh my God, I've been on for 45 minutes. That was a long time. That's the longest I've been on. Oh my God. Hey, Waki from Pakistan. Welcome to my moonset. That is the moon right behind that tree. I'm going to consider it as set because it's outside of my view at this point. Boy, it took 3 or 45 minutes for it to do that. Well, now I know. It takes about 45 minutes for it to set behind the tree. I'm going to come over here and see how much more of it I can see over here. Oh yeah, I can see much more of it there. But it's almost set. It's a half moon. It looks full in the camera, even though just, the camera's sucking in every last bit of light that it can because it's nighttime. It must be about 10:30, I guess now. So the moon is almost set, but technically it's set from over here. So I'll probably call it a night at this point. I'm in Arizona. I'm in the United States and the southwestern United States in Arizona, southern Arizona. And it must be about 10:30 at night. And that is the moon setting there in the southwestern sky. And like and subscribe if you are into sunsets and moonsets and sky phenomena. I captured the SpaceX launch. That was the previous live, so check out last night's live if you want to see that launch. I don't know how we were able to see it so clearly all the way over here. It launched out of San Diego, but we saw it clearly across the whole sky, and I caught it totally live. I didn't even know it was going to happen. It just was a fluke. So like, subscribe, check out last night's live if you want to see the SpaceX launch. And in that live, you're gonna see a link to my free app. I'd love for you to check out my app and join the community in there. And because I go live sporadically, I really only go live. I really don't like creating videos. I'm on a new computer and it's just a whole thing. The software for videos has gotten complicated. And I don't really feel like learning a whole new thing right now. So I enjoy going live. It's no muss, no fuss. You just go live and there it is. You just need to know that I don't have new videos. It's just all on the live side. So check out just my live side. I do have videos in my video side, but the last video I created is it's a 5-hour montage of my March sunsets all together in one video. So some people have said that they like my voice or whatever. So if you just want to listen to 5 hours of dialogue and monologue and sunsets and things like that, you're welcome to check that out on the video side. But pretty much all my content is on the live side, so I encourage you to subscribe. Then you'll know like when I'm going to go live, because I never know when I'm going to go live. I just do it on the spur of the moment when I see a beautiful sunset or a beautiful moonset or an eclipse or a launch or an alien flying around in the sky or whatever it is. Um, so like and subscribe. Live from Arizona. Yeah. Oh, I love these emojis. They're just so pretty. I don't know where you guys find them. And you're giving me a cake. I think that's a cake. Or is that a lotus flower? Oh, it's a lotus flower. Oh my God, I'm going blind. And something else. The hearts I can see. The lotus flower, if I concentrate, I can see it. The last thing, I don't know what that is. What the hell is that? I can't tell, but it's pretty. It's red and it's yellow, and I like that. Okay, well, that is the last of the moon there behind the tree. It's the camera does it no justice. I love how spooky and weird it looks to me live there behind the tree. It's so big, but the camera makes it look funny and it's not really focusing correctly. But one last view of the sky. It's the middle of the night here. And I think that's Venus and some random stars up there. All kinds of twinkling things out there in the ethers. And that's pretty much it. Hey, Johnny Depp. Hi from Los Angeles. Are you the real Johnny Depp or are you an imaginary pretend Johnny Depp? Well, whomever you are, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on another sunset or moonset or something like that. But thanks for hopping in, guys. I will catch you on another one. Good night.